Okay, so if I get this right, you'll see pictures of the car as I piece this all together. So I'm learning editing and things in YouTube. So, yeah, so I've bought airplane tickets. I'm heading out in 2 weeks to see this car. I'm pretty excited about it. I've talked to some different mechanic friends about things I should look for, and I've talked to one of the fun things about being a Cadillac LaSalle Club member or whatever car club you belong to. I highly recommend it. On the website, I'm able to look up people who have 1937 Cadillacs and even narrow it down to the 75 series and talk to them. And I've talked to several very nice gentlemen about their cars. Some are running, some are not. And so I'm kind of excited about that, that information they've given me. Some things to look for also when I go out and check out this particular car. Continue to do the research, see what happens. They say you shouldn't tell people your plans until you actually do it. I'm wondering about that, the wiseness of this adventure about telling people beforehand as we talk about it. But seeing as there's only 4 of you who watched the video, I guess I'm not too worried about it. Yeah, so that's the update. We're going to go look at it. Pretty excited about that. I've been doing a whole bunch of research on the trip back on Route 66, because as you know, that's the big plan, is drive it back Route 66. One of the questions I have with myself is, oh dear, excuse me, as if I should do a, I've got friends that live 2 hours from Santa Monica up here that are willing to accept the car, have it delivered there from Sacramento, because I don't want to drive it that extra length, if that makes sense, knowing that I'm already going to put it through a good test getting it home. I have also been watching videos and thinking about maybe, and you guys could comment on this how you feel or what do you think I should do on this one, is that I'm thinking about taking it and having it dropped off at my friend's house and then maybe skipping the Santa Monica Pier, the very end of it, and scooting across town real quick and heading up 66 up out into the mountains, without doing a lot of the in-town LA stuff as I could do cross-town stuff. I'm concerned about the stop-and-go traffic being a little harsh on that car, but I want to get it up and wake up its legs and get it moving kind of thing. So I thought a shorter distance across town to get out onto the Route 66, onto the freeway, might be a better way to go. So I'm looking at both those angles. The first 3 days, I'm looking to only go about 300 miles a day is what I'm thinking about. So it would be an easy break-in, slowly putt along, get off the freeway as much as possible, try to be on the back road, the side roads of original 66 as much as possible, so that way I can, take it easy on the car, get to know the car gets to know me, we get to talk to each other, and see how it goes. Yeah, so that's part of what I'm working on. I should have had this list here to help with that. What I'm thinking about doing is the first night. Where do I have that? Basically, what I want to do is I want to end up in Tucumcari, New Mexico on the 3rd night is my goal, because that's where they have a lot of neon lights. So I want to be able to see the neon lights and all the prettiness and things like that in there. I think, was it Needles, California? And then Sanders, Arizona? No, that's not right. Maybe it is. Somewhere close to those. Needles, and then Sanders, and then Tucumcari, New Mexico. The first stretch is the one that I'm most interested in of the Route 66, because I've traveled the other parts, actually from Albuquerque to Chicago. I've driven on that one, that part, that stretch. I haven't gotten off the road and done it, but I've done 40 and I've seen some of the stuff along the way. So I'm hoping to add that for this trip, do some more side trips and things, and parallel the highway more and stuff. But the first 3 days are the ones that there's a lot of things that I would like to see. There's a spot in Arizona that has a cool like swimming hole that looks kind of fun. There's a bunch of several different Route 66 museums that of course you should visit and stuff to see. And there's different landmarks to see along the way. The Twin Arrows old car gas station thing that only has one arrow right there now. Maybe they put the other one up since that video is put in. But so I'm watching different videos and see different things and writing a little list of things along the way that I want to see. There's I'm trying to think of some of the other stuff that I should mention. So that's the first 3 days. Boom, boom, boom along there. Thinking that about 300 miles a day isn't too bad. That's only like 6 hours a day in the car. Going 55. So we'll see how that goes. See what that, I mean, as we continue to plan, we'll see how that goes, of course. Then from Tucumcari, I'm not sure where the next stop is going to be. I think it'll be somewhere between the edge of Texas Panhandle and Oklahoma City. I don't think I can make it that in one day. That's just a little bit of a stretch. And there's some things to see along that stretch too. We got to stop at Cadillac Ranch with our Cadillac to see the Cadillacs in the ground and things, which I've been there before, but it'd be fun to see them again. And then there's the Big John's Steakhouse or whatever with a 72-ounce steak and things, which my 54 Cadillac spent some time in that parking lot when I bought that in the process of driving that home. So that'll be fun to see that. On the edge of there, between there and Oklahoma, I believe it's the Leaning Water Tower. There's also a Volkswagen Rabbit Ranch, I think, too, in that stretch along the way there and things. And I believe, I'm trying to think, so then Oklahoma City, and there's some things to see along the way there. There's Pop's soda pop place that has a giant neon soda bottle out front with all kinds of different sodas in there. There's another one in the LA area, and I don't know, that's, again, I'm trying to figure out whether or not this car could do that, part of that stretch, or whether I should just hop on the road as soon as possible. There's, bouncing back to California, there's the original McDonald's location, which has a McDonald's museum, which would be fun to do. And there's an old gas station in Kokomo? That would be another fun spot to stop and see along the way. I'm just trying to figure out, balance out the trip and the car and stuff. If this all works out, if this car is truly the one that we're going to do it in. I'm bummed that if I do go out here with Santa Monica Pier, that like an hour away is the Queen Mary, the original Queen Mary, which would be fun to go see her. But I don't think I should do that with this particular car because I'm trying to get on the road and trying to get it moving and see how far we go. Okay, so bouncing back along, we're in Oklahoma City. There's things to see there. They have a great art museum in Oklahoma City. A lot of the people I know from church in there have passed away when I went down and lived in Oklahoma for a while doing the Lego build. So I don't know who else I know who's still around in Oklahoma. I have to check that out. And then up to Joplin, Missouri. And then up across Missouri to St. Louis. And somewhere in there is the big whale, concrete blue whale, to see at that swimming hole. And some other things. And then once we get to St. Louis, we then have the not really straight, angled shot up to Chicago. And it's, again, one of those same things with seeing how the car is running and what's going on, whether I go all the way into Chicago to the actual start of Route 66, or whether I just get up close and bank around and head home with my new baby. So we got things to do, things to think about on that and continuing planning. Should probably set up a PayPal or something for people who want to live through me vicariously through this adventure to help with that and things, because I'm pretty sure the gas is not stellar, the gas mileage. But when you're going for luxury and elegance, who cares about gas mileage? yeah, this is just a beautiful car. It's so cool. Very Art Deco-y. The hood ornament is beautiful with a little piece of glass or plexiglass or something in representing the wings on the back of it. It's got the headlights are like torpedoes, Art Deco-y, streamlined. The fenders have a little crisp line down the center, which is so cool on each of those. So it's definitely a beautiful car, and maybe when I get it back to Michigan, maybe I can do some wedding photo shoots with it or things like that. We'll see what happens. There's got to be a way to make money with your cars, right? Other than just driving around and making yourself feel good, which is what I like to do. It makes me feel good. Do you ever have that, the meaning of life question, or are you just too busy to figure that out or think about it? I've had more time on my hands than I usually do, and with this ice storm of the century that we just had, which took out power for 4 days, really, what are we here for? What are we doing? I want to inspire people. I want to make people happy. I want to entertain people. Yeah. So hopefully this trip will do that. That's what I want this trip to do, is I want it to be an inspiration. I want it to be, oh, that crazy Kurt. I don't want to hear this, oh, you shouldn't do that. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, just words of encouragement, positivity. We're going to make it. It's going to be a fun adventure. So in 2 weeks, I fly out to go see the car. So that's the recap of the little video here. Hopefully I didn't bore you on it. And hopefully I'll figure out how to do some of the editing so you can see the car and I can continue to improve my videos. So, all right, stay tuned. Next week we'll update you on where things are. Try to do like a weekly update. And then the one after that will be seeing the car, hopefully. All right. So thanks, my friends. Let's be inspired about the world. It's a great place. We could do it.